What up, guys, and welcome to the coffee shop. I want to talk to you for a second. This is serious. Lately, there has been a lot of news going around about local government that now wants to start creating Bitcoin reserves. And today, I want to talk to you about why the government should not be involved in Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to discuss an issue of growing concern. The possibility of governments buying and investing in Bitcoin. While it may seem like an innovative or forward-thinking move, the implications are profoundly troubling for society at large. Let me begin by stating a fundamental truth. The government does not have money of its own. Every dollar they use comes from us, the people. We give our money to the government with the understanding that it will be used to reserve and serve our collective needs. This includes funding essential services like healthcare, infrastructure, education, disaster relief, social programs, and community development. These are the pillars of a functional and thriving society, and they depend on the responsible allocation of public funds. Now, imagine if the government takes this money, our money, and diverts it to invest in Bitcoin. At first glance, you might think this could create wealth for the nation, but let's break down what really will happen. 1. The government will drive up the price of Bitcoin. When governments start investing heavily in Bitcoin, its price will inevitably rise due to increased demand. While this benefits those who already own Bitcoin, it creates a system where the government, with its massive purchasing power, could amass a controlling share of the asset. What happens next? The average person? The very people whose money made this possible will find it increasingly difficult to afford even a fraction of a Bitcoin. Your $100 or $1,000 investment, which might have once bought a meaningful portion, now represents a smaller and smaller slice of the pie. Meanwhile, the government grows wealthier, not throughout innovation or enterprise, but by leveraging the money they took from us. 2. A history of mismanagement. Let's be honest, governments have a poor track record when it comes to managing money. Every time they have a surplus, or what they perceive as extra funds, they rarely use it wisely. Instead of paying down debt, improving infrastructure, or creating long-term benefits for society, they squander it. The financial system is already broken. Governments control the flow of money and debt at both local and global levels, and their actions have repeatedly left us deeper in the hole. Why should we believe that this time, with Bitcoin, they would act in the best interest of the people? As the saying goes, more money, more problems. In this case, it's not just more problems for them, it's more problems for us. 3. Bitcoin was never meant for the governments. Bitcoin was created as a decentralized financial system, a system for the people. Its very design was meant to bypass traditional financial institutions and the centralized control of governments. Allowing governments to buy and control Bitcoin undermines the principle entirely. Bitcoin gives people the power to store and transfer wealth without intermediaries. With enough leverage of Bitcoin's value over traditional fiat currencies like the dollar, the people could regain financial sovereignty. Imagine a world where the governments had to come to the people for loans. Wouldn't that be a dynamic shift in the balance of power? Number 4, a conflict of interest. We already argue that members of Congress The House of Representatives and other federal officials should not be allowed to invest in stocks due to their access to insider information and their ability to influence markets. Why would we allow these same individuals and the institutions they represent to gain a controlling position on Bitcoin? The potential for misuse is staggering. A financial asset like Bitcoin, designed to empower individuals, would instead be concentrated in the hands of those with the most power and the least accountability. Number 5. Our money, their problems. At the core of this issue is a harsh reality. While all of this is happening, governments buying Bitcoin, driving up prices, and consolidating control, it's all being done with our money. Governments were never designed to generate wealth. Their job is to take what they collect from us and manage it responsibly for our benefit. Yet time and time again, they've shown they're better at taking money than using it wisely. If the government gains control over Bitcoin, we lose the very thing it was meant to provide: freedom from centralized financial manipulation. Instead of empowering individuals, Bitcoin would become just another tool for those in power to maintain their dominance. Bitcoin belongs to the people. Bitcoin was never created for governments. It was created for individuals. It represents a chance for ordinary people to regain financial autonomy and to thrive outside of traditional systems that have often failed us. Allowing governments to buy and control Bitcoin is not just a bad idea. It's a direct threat to the principles of financial decentralization, individuals, and individual empowerment. If we, the people, hold the majority of Bitcoin's value, the tables could turn. Governments would finally come to us, not the other way around. Let's keep Bitcoin where it belongs, in the hands of the people, not the hands of those who have proven time and time again they cannot be trusted.